Hello everyone, I am Ting from Fix Team. In this practical class, we will share with you the iPhone 7 fingerprint repair. The screen and fingerprints of this phone are broken. The head of the fingerprint is also broken. We are going to show the lamination and jumper of the head part of the fingerprint of the iPhone 7s. The fingerprint repair of iPhone 7 is the same as the 7P, 8th generation, and AP. As long as you learn iPhone 7 fingerprint head lamination and jumper, you can solve iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 8, and iPhone 8 Plus fingerprint head lamination and jumper. Now I will show you. First, check the degree of fracture of the fingerprint head of this iPhone 7 Plus. We have to connect it back, make a jumper, and laminating it well. It can be seen that the fingerprint head is seriously damaged. First of all, the blade I use is the number 16 oblique blade. This part can be removed. It is redundant. Scrape the black glue slowly after you cutting it flat. Scrape to this dot. You don't need to scrape more. It is enough space. This is the dot. In order for everyone to see more clearly, I will scrape a little more. iPhone 7 to iPhone 8 Plus operation methods are the same, because they are two layers. Scrape like this and it is okay. Next, use the 15 blade. This 15 blade is used to pair. The thread should be well controlled, otherwise it is easy to cut off the line below. You can see that there is a lot of wires below, which are easy to break. First, cut a gap, then it is easy to deal with the remaining part. Put the knife on the horizontal line and push it in directly. It is now to pair to the position of this dot. The thread must be well controlled, and the following wiring cannot be damaged. Now the upper layer and the black glue are scraped away. There is no damage to the wiring. You can see there are straight lines and curves. We need to laminate from a straight line because it will be easier and more stable. First, gently scrape a groove here. Now you can vaguely see this groove. Scrape the second layer of copper wire along this groove. Now you can see the lines below. Scrape according to this groove. Scrape gently. Scrape these lines with a little force, otherwise you will break it. The operation will definitely be interrupted when you first start it, so you need to practice frequently. When scratching the thin line, pay more attention. Basically, the wiring can already be seen. Now these GND wires can be scraped a little bit harder. It can be clearly seen that a straight line is scraped well. You can start laminating. We use 7 generations and 7P dedicated cable. You can take a look. This is a processed cable head. You can use it directly to laminate. Observe the position and cut off the extra cable. Just cut the straight lines. Cut the curve, leaving the straight line part. Because when we scrape, what stays is also the straight line fitting position. Observe whether the position is sufficient. Align each line. After aligning the position, just gently press with your hand. Fix the thin point and start welding. It is sufficient to fix 2 points. It will not move. It can be seen that the wiring is very standard for docking. No deviation at all. Put tin and solder it. The GND wires on both sides is to let it be stable. In this case, the cable will not be loosened. Fix the middle position first. The GND wires on both sides is for fixing the cable, and it is not easy to be loosened. Zoom in now. Welding line by line. Don't be anxious. Touch gently with a soldering iron. Do not force. We can clearly see if each wire is soldered well. Clean and observe whether the welding spot is well welded. Basically, all are perfect for welding. Solder joints are also very full. If you don't weld well, you will have resilience when touching the solder joint, and there will be resilience when there is a gap. We can see that our solder joints are very strong. This means that every point and line are in good contact. Resistance can be measured now. These two are ground, they are connected. Red pen to ground, black pen to touch. These two pins have no resistance. These three pins are aligned. These 3 points have no resistance. This is the line. Now we measure 3 points without resistance. Here is one of them. There is no resistance in the next one. The 3 lines here are from one line. This line also has no resistance, so just measure a point. In addition to these 3 points, if the other pins have no resistance, this means your cable is laminated well. Now let's measure. The first line is more than 700, the resistance is normal. The second line is more than 700, the resistance is normal. The third line is more than 700. The fourth and fifth lines are also normal. The sixth line is also normal. The 7 and 8 are normal. This excludes the G and D line. All others have resistance. Now on the left, these 2 points have no resistance. The resistance of the third line is more than 400. The resistance of the fifth line is more than 600. The remaining 3 lines do not need to be measured. There is no resistance, because I still have 3 lines not jumper. The resistance values are all out now, indicating that the cable is not short circuit. Connection is also good. Apply UV green oil and insulate it to avoid short circuit. Apply a thin UV green oil layer. Use the UV violet light to cure the UV green oil. The UV green oil is almost cured. You only need to jumper 3 lines above. 2 thin ones here. Here is another one. Just jumper these 3 lines. The wire used for the jumper is the SS007E thin wire from Sunshine. Add some flux and some thin on top. It is okay after a light touch. The thread can be loosened a little, not too tight. Too tight, easy to break. Here too, add some flux. Cut it off gently with a blade. The last line. The above line only needs to jumper these 3 lines. We can test it. Measure the resistance of the line that just jumper. The first line more than 700, the resistance is normal. The second line more than 700 is also normal. The third line more than 400 shows that all 3 lines are connected well. Now you can test whether the fingerprint function is normal. Install and test. Now it has entered the system. First, test whether the return key is normal. The return key is normal. Test the fingerprint recording function again. Add fingerprint. Fingerprint addition is also normal. You can see that it can be added. Normal. Continue. Test it. Normal. Now the fingerprint has been laminated. We go to the final step. Seal the fingerprint and apply glue. Let's fix it first. The back should also be add the special glue. Apply glue to wait for it to set. Then glue on the front. After applying glue, just stick the adhesive paper. Just like this. Test again. Normal function. 7 to 8P fingerprint head failures, the maintenance method is the same. These are the knowledge points of this class. I just showed you how to laminate the fingerprint head from iPhone 7 to 8P. The drawing has the resistance of each point. This is the GND I just said. These three are aligned. In addition to the GND line, all have resistance. The head of the fingerprint cable is faulty. Some people make jumper directly on the broken head of cable. This cannot be used stably, because as long as it bends a little, it breaks down. This is not durable. The best solution is to laminate the cable. The next lesson will demonstrate the repair the roots part of fingerprint and common fault points of fingerprint. For example, U10 fingerprint IC, it's often fail. For example, you cannot press it at all. It is because it is damaged by a corner, or it is loose, or it is directly damaged. At this time, you can directly change the U10 fingerprint IC. Even if the fingerprint IC is broken, the resistance of the connector is still normal. So it is impossible to judge whether the fingerprint IC is faulty by measuring the resistance value. It is generally accidentally damaged by using tweezers. It will cause fingerprint no touch, return, failure to record. The root part of the fingerprint failure are also frequently encountered. Usually the entire fingerprint is broken, leaving only the root part of the fingerprint. In the next lesson, I will show you how to repair the root part of fingerprint. This is how to repair the head part of fingerprint from iPhone 7 to AP. See you in the next lesson.